Greetings humans, I'm Lari and this is my channel, and today I have a sketchbook tour for you. This is my sketchbook number 12. If you remember, I recorded the number 10 and I was supposed to record the 11th one, but I took too long and now I don't like that sketchbook anymore, so we're gonna do the 12th one. So let's get started. This is just a info page. I like to stick stuff in here. And here's my first page. I don't love how it looks, but it's okay. This is Luna, she's my original character. Here's the start and end dates. I have finished it in a while now, so here are just some OC doodles to start the book. This is Ruby, this is Luna and Sarah. Here are more OCs. This is me, and here I was at the beach with my family, so I was in the mood to draw my characters on the beach. This is Victoria. And this is a little page of me on the beach. I didn't do much about it, but anyway, this is Coral, another OC. I don't have much to say about those. They're just beach doodles. So this is Oliver and Dante. They are a couple. And here's more of Ruby. I have to draw her more. I tend to forget about her. Those are my girls, Luna and Sarah. I love drawing characters dating. I just love drawing characters in love. I have a lot of couples. Here I think I was trying to design Odysseus because I listened to Epic the musical, so I was trying to design Odysseus. This is not really it. And here's Sarah, my girl. Here are some character design stuff for my story. This is Solarius. I think that's an outfit from Pinterest, but I never finished the drawing, so more character design stuff. This is Ruby again and Steve. That's my math teacher. More Solarius. His design was still in development here. I mean, they're all still in development, but it's more solidified now. Just some doodles. This drawing is kinda ugly, so I'm gonna skip that. Here's Sarah's little pet. It's supposed to be a mix of fennec fox with a peacock and a little bit of dragon, because they don't live on our world, so I wanted to design species that aren't exactly as we have now here on our world. So, and this is her with her little baby. I think this drawing came out so cute. I don't really like this one. Oh, by the way, this page here is usually have more doodles and designs because I don't know, I don't like to draw finished illustrations in this page here. I prefer to concentrate them on this side of the sketchbook. I don't really know why, but it have always been like that, so yeah. This one didn't came out great, but yeah. More character design stuff. This is Beetle. He's from Luna's universe. I have two OC universe, by the way. He's from Luna universe. He's the royal jester. Here are more design stuff. I think this is when I was trying to design Solarius' mom. She looks very different now, but... And here's Dante with his little cat. He's from my second OC universe. Just some doodles. I don't have much to say about this. And here's Oliver and Dante. Again, you're gonna see them a lot in here because I designed them quite recently, relatively recently. I came up with their designs and I've been kind of obsessed with them. They are two men and they are married. A pencil drawing of Luna. I remember this one took a long time because my pens were all dying, so it took me forever to be able to make this black background, so yeah, it was kind of a pain to make this one. Here I guess I was just training inspection. It didn't turn out very well, but kind of a nothing page. Here's more Luna. More of the lesbians. And those are Coral and Victoria again. I still want to make videos about my characters and my universes, so it's a little more solidified and it's easier for you guys to understand which characters are from which universes. But I'm also thinking about making an info page about my stories. I wrote this as a frame of an animatic I was working on. I still am, and I just kinda let it unfinished on the sketchbook. And here's more of those two. Oh, here I was trying to design their little cats because they have a little she cat, and I was trying to design her and come up with names. This is my dog. Here's Solarius and Luna. They are cousins, so I wanted to draw them interacting. I think this little doodle here is so cute. Here's my Odysseus design. I quite like it. I haven't done anything with it, but maybe I'll do something one day. And here are school drawings. My boys again. I'm just kind of obsessed with them, like I mentioned. Here's the drawing I was planning on doing a finished illustration, but I never get past the sketch phase. So it's Ruby and Stevie again. Here's a drawing of Luna eating. I don't really like it. I liked the sketch, but then I make the line art and I didn't like it quite as much, so I just took my water-based markers and did very stupid coloring. Here are more epic design stuff, and here's a little page of my boys with their little girl. I really like these drawings here. I think they came out cute. I still gotta practice how to draw cats, but I think those came out really cute. More of them again. Like I said, I just really like to draw my characters in love, so you're gonna see a lot of it probably around here. Oh, here's Solari's mom. I was still trying to design her, so this is a little more accurate. And this is little Solarius. More of his mom. And this one I don't quite like, but it's them interacting again. Here's a drawing I did based on a statue I saw on Pinterest, so the pose is based on this statue, and I did the pose traditionally and then I finished the drawing digitally. So I will try to put the finished one on screen. Here are some design stuff because I have in my head that I want to make a animated series for my characters, and I have some ideas for some seasons and stuff, so I wanted to design Sarah possibly on the second season. I just like to have things visually on my head, like I like to design. I like to have the designs solidified instead of just having them on my head. So this is season 2 Sarah possibly. Here's just more of my boys. I really like this drawing here. I love his hair so much. Oh, here I was trying to come up with a last name for him, and this is an idea because he's a werewolf. In this OC universe there are vampires and humans and werewolves, so he's a werewolf. So I was having some ideas for that, and I think the little doodle here is really fun and cute. Oh, and here I was trying to design Dante's scars because he kind of has a sad story, so I wanted to solidify his back scars because it's a big part of his character. So here's another Pinterest outfit that I never really finished it, but I think it looks cute. And here's a little more accurate version of Solarius' mom. Again, they are all still in development, but this is more accurate. And here's more of Odysseus. I really like this drawing here. It's Solarius and Sarah, they are besties. I really like how this one came out. And here my brother did a little OC-tuber prompt list, I guess, and one of them was furry, and I was planning on doing it with Sarah, but I never got around to doing it, so this is her as a fox. I don't really know how to draw furries, but still. Oh, and here is Oliver with a little cake, because I have in my head that he really likes to cook and make delicious recipes for his dear husband, so here's him with a little cake. This little wolf here is cute. Here's Steve again. I don't draw him and Ruby very much, but I gotta start drawing them more. He is a silk moth, by the way. Here I was trying to come up with a more solid face for him. And here is Dante and Coral. I think they are best friends, so I wanted to draw them together. I really like how this one came out. Here are just some doodles. I don't really have much to say about them. More doodles. I guess I was just working on character stuff. Oh, and here are Oliver and Victoria. She's Claral's girlfriend and they are besties. So I drew them together as well. This is done with color pencils, by the way. A lot of my drawings are colored with color pencils because the majority of them I do while I'm at school, and it's the best material I have available there. This is me crying because I was on school. This is a trend, by the way. You're gonna notice little doodles of me crying, wanting to go home. This is Luna and Solarius' mom. I think they have a mother and daughter relationship because, well, Luna's parents are gone, so she's the closest Luna has of a real mom. And here are they with little PJs. I had this idea of drawing them with, this looks really red on camera, wow, but I had an idea of making little matching PJs for them. They're not exactly PJs, but they are like what they used to sleep on. I think it's really cute, and I really like how Dante's face look on this one. Anyway, I think they are a very cute little married couple. Just some OC expressions and more doodles. Oh, here I was coming up with Dante design when he gets older. I like to design my characters on different stages in life. I just think it's cool to do that. So here's Dante older. And here are just some I guess I took some references from Pinterest and I was just drawing them being in love again. Here's just some more doodles and character design stuff. And here's Luna and Sarah. I don't really like this one, but it's not horrible, so anyways. This is Coral and Victoria again. I don't draw them much, I gotta draw them more. They're supposed to be the main couple of their story, but I guess I'm focusing too much on Oliver and Dante and I don't give them enough attention. Well, at this point there are two main couples on this story. Here's more Steve and Ruby. They have a very sibling dynamic. They consider each other as family. And she's a Black Widow, by the way. I don't have much to say about this page, so here's an unfinished drawing of Luna. More of Coral. Here I think I based this one off a statue again. I really like making poses based on statues I found on Pinterest. So here's Solarius. And I really like this little doodle here of Dante. Here's just a little outfits. And here are them watching a movie and just chilling on their house. I really like this one as well. I think it's really cute. Here's me crying because I was in school again. I'm on vacation now, not vacation, but like I am on school break now. So, and here's more of Coral. I decided to not have the side of her hair shaved. I just think it looks better this way. And she's a cowgirl, by the way, so here's her with her hat. And here's just a little doodle. I never really got around to finish it, but it's Luna and Sarah sleeping. And here's a really rough Halloween page. I don't really care much about Halloween, so I kind of forget to do something for it. So here's just some little OC doodles. And here is Solarius and Steve. I have worked on his face more because I didn't really like how his face looked anymore, so I just reworked it and I think he looks really cute now. Here's some doodles and a really bad drawing of Victoria. I don't really like this one. Here's Oliver killing Dante. I don't know if you can quite see, there's these little pencil doodles here, but I think they are really cute. And here is when I got my alcohol markers and I was testing them for the first time. This is not how he looks as a werewolf, by the way. This is Oliver, but it's not exactly how he looks. I am still solidifying his werewolf design. And here are just a little drawing for testing the alcohol markers. They are a really cheap brand I got from the internet, but they are good enough for me. So I really like how this little outfit looks on Dante. Here's me crying because of school again. And here is Coral with the markers. I think this one came out really nice. It's kind of hard to make her skin tone with the markers, and Oliver as well, because they have dark skin tone and I don't have a lot of good colors for dark skin tones on the set, so I just have to keep layering a lot of markers in order to do them justice. But I think it came out nice. And they bleed through a lot, and I don't really mind covering the bleed throughs, because like I said, I don't really care that much for this side of the page. So here I was testing the markers on Sarah. I don't really like how this one turned out. It looks really bad. But in here, I guess I was gonna test it on Solarius, but I really like this face and I didn't want to ruin it. So, and here's a little drawing of him again. This is Luna with the markers. This is a design I was still working on for her, and I don't really like how this drawing came out. So, and this is Solarius with the markers. It's really rough. It could be better, but anyway. And here's more of my girls. Here's the trio. They are supposed to be a trio. I have to draw them interacting as a trio more. Anyway, I don't really love this drawing here. I guess the sketch was better, but still, it's them. And here's some more Luna design stuff, and here's Oliver with the markers. I wanted to see if I could make his skin tone, and I really like this way of doing it. I think he looks really, really nice. I don't know if you can see it quite well with my camera and with this light, but and here is Dante and Victoria. I don't really like how this drawing looks, but anyway. He is from the Royal Guard and he is her bodyguard because she's a princess. And here I guess I did this on school using some references. I think I was planning on finishing this one, but I never got around to doing it, so it's just a little pencil sketch. Oh, here's when Christmas came around. I was designing little Christmas outfits for them, and here's just some little outfits to do those. And here's a little Christmas illustration for my boys. I really like how this one came out. I did it with color pencils again, and I think it looks really cute. I love Christmas, by the way. I think the most aesthetically is the most beautiful time of the year, in my opinion. I don't know if you can quite see the details, but anyway. Here first of all, here is when I saw a rainbow on the classroom. We were on a different classroom on school, so and the sun was shining through the window and making a rainbow, and I thought it was really pretty, so I decided to draw it. And here I drew Dante sleeping because I was tired and I wanted to be sleeping, but I was at school, so I drew him sleeping so I could cope. And I really like how he looks here. I think he looks really cute. And here's me crying because, well, not crying, but here is me sad because I wanted to be in bed. And here's a little Christmas doodle of Sarah and Luna, but I don't like how the traditional version turned out. It looks really bad, but I did take a picture of it and I made a digital version that looks much better, so I'm gonna put it on screen so you can see. I was planning on doing more Christmas stuff, but I never did it. And here's a little, this page got ruined because of these little joints here on the other side, but anyway, it's Dante. This is just a little page for my boy. I don't really love how this one came out, but it's okay because it got ruined anyway. And I really like this little doodle of him right here. I really like these chibi doodles I do. I think he looks really cute. And here are just some chibis of Sarah and Luna. And more of my boys here. And here are more Christmas illustrations. Like I said, I really like Christmas, so and I really like how this little chibi here turned out. They look so cute. Especially Steve. He looks so cute and squishy here. And here's some more chibis. I guess this one I did with the colored pens that my parents gave me for Christmas. Because I'm not a kid anymore, but my parents still get me some present for the Christmas Eve, so I think that's really sweet. And they gave me those little colored pens that have a really nice smell. And here is this Victoria and Coral. I'm gonna try to draw them more on my next sketchbook. Here is a little chibi of them. This one turned out much better than the big version, the big traditional version. And I think they look really cute on this one. And I guess this is the final page. Yeah, that's it. That's the end of the book. And here's just some papers I put in here, and this is my color test page. I like to have a page on the end of the sketchbook to test the colors. And that's it. That's the end of the book. Anyway, I hope you liked it. The quality of the footage isn't incredible, but I hope you can still see. And I'm sorry about all the background noise. And that's it. That's my sketchbook number 12. I hope you liked this video, and I'm planning on making more traditional videos like sketchbook sessions and stuff. In fact, I am planning to record me making the first page of my next sketchbook, which I already started, but I didn't make the first page yet, so I'm gonna record a little sketchbook session of me doing it. So I hope you guys like traditional stuff, and I hope you liked this video. If you liked it, please consider leaving a like and checking out my channel and possibly subscribing. I hope you have a great day or night, and bye bye.